AngelLaCiencia.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to take a little bit of different approach than what I usually would do with this channel, but it's still in the same realm of what I want to particularly do for my channel. So what we're basically going to be doing is diving right into my first convention or slash cosplay or whatever you want to call it experience. So my first experience going through conventions. So 2017 was pretty much my first experience at a convention. Now, the event was called Katsucon. So Katsucon 2017 was my first convention. And prior to that, I did have friends that went to conventions, but I never knew anything about it or any knowledge on it. I just knew that they exist. If we're talking about Otakon and DragonCon and Comic-Con and other things, but I never knew anything about this as far as like the experience of going to a convention whatsoever. So pretty much some personal friends of mine that I actually know in my life, we went to Katsucon in 2017, and the whole entire weekend was pretty cool. Even though we had maybe one night where there was pretty much a little bit of mishap and bad communication, and we were all frustrated and agitated about everything, but overall the weekend was cool because I never been to a place where so many people were packed and they're pretty much wearing costumes throughout the weekend, and you have different things like panels and a gaming room. You can go to a place like a little section in the convention where you can like buy things from your favorite TV shows, video games, like arts, paintings, books, comic books, and different stuff like that. And it's just a bunch of stuff, and just people just walking around taking pictures. So for my first year, it was pretty cool. It felt like I was home because I like stuff like that, like video games, and just I have like favorite TV shows and stuff like that, like cartoons and stuff that I would see people dressed up as, and it was pretty cool. So I felt as though I was finally home, and I can pretty much say it was an awesome experience. Alright, so we're pretty much fast forwarding into next year, but if I didn't mention it earlier, Katsucon is located in the Gaylord in Washington, D.C., and it looks beautiful on the inside and out. I like that there's a Ferris wheel on the outside, but then again, it's too cold because the actual event is in February, the week of Valentine's Day, or the Valentine's weekend. But it's pretty much cold, so nobody wants to really get on the Ferris wheel. Maybe some people, but not particularly me because it's cold outside. But it looks good inside and out. It looks like a hotel slash auditorium slash, you know, big place where you can just have so many events. So in 2018, pretty much the same method, except I didn't stay at the Gaylord that year. I stayed the first year that I went, but the next year, me and my friends, we went to another hotel, the Quality Inn, in which we stayed for that weekend. But still the same thing. You go to the event, you look at other people dressing up, and then you go to the gaming room, you hang out with your friends, and you know, that weekend was pretty lit, and it was pretty cool also. So nonetheless, I gotta say 2018 was cool as well. And now we're moving on to next year, or you know, the year after that, which is 2019. Now 2019 was the first year that I did a cosplay. Alright, the two characters that I cosplayed were Scorpion, and as many of you have saw on my Instagram, on my personal Facebook page, you've seen me cosplayed as the Black Ranger. So those were my two first time cosplaying characters. Now the Scorpion character, I got it from Amazon. It pretty much looked like I got it from like Halloween, or I mean Party City, or probably like a dollar store or something, because I wanted to find something that was like authentic and really cool, but it was like around the last minute. And make sure you don't order your cosplays at the last minute, or you're pretty much going to be trouble. Try to order maybe 5 months or so many months ahead, so you can get a pretty much a a quick start. But anyway, yeah, I got it off Amazon, and it was pretty cool. But as far as the Black Power Ranger, boy, let me just get into this, because this is pretty much a story. So while I was trying to order my Black Ranger cosplay, I went to a certain site. I can't remember what the actual site was, so please forgive me. So let's just say I ordered the Black Power Ranger costume from the actual website, because they do have websites to where you can order cosplays. So I ordered it, and it pretty much was going to take me a month to wait until it was delivered to my house. So fast forwarding a month into when I'm supposed to get it, let's just say that my cosplay got shipped, or basically I shipped to a different address. So how you can see all the tracking information, because it wasn't FedEx. I can't remember the company that was delivering my package, but let's say there was a part-timer that was working for this particular company that was supposed to deliver my package to my house. So he was a part-timer, and I was trying to reach customer service about where my package was, because it didn't come on the day that it was supposed to. So I called them, and when I called them, I was calling them each and every day, because they were giving me the same excuse. We're gonna try to get in contact with the person that was supposed to deliver it to your house, and we'll pretty much see where we can go from there. So I was already fed up, because I kept calling each and every day, because I'm trying to get my costume before the actual event, because it was pretty much in January when I was supposed to get it, and Katsucon is like the next month, and especially in the first weeks of February, I'm trying to get this cosplay now, so I can be prepared. So as I'm calling them, get in contact with customer service, and we're pretty much going over how we are going to go about this, and do I need to get a refund, or do I need to seek where I can get the package, or are you going to get the person that's going to retrieve my package and send it to my house? So let's just say I went on and tried to handle things by myself, and they pretty much told me, well, they didn't tell me where it was, because there was some confidential information that they couldn't reveal, but I think it told me on the tracking information where it got sent. So I tried to go there and locate the house to where the package was delivered, but I was going to try to retrieve it, but really you're not supposed to do that. But I pretty much, I tried to find out where the house was, and I really couldn't find it. So and it was particularly, it was in January, so I pretty much said, forget this, I'm gonna just go home, because this is pointless. I can't even find an address, and I think it was a particular weekend, and I went to some apartment complex or whatever, and the person was working security, and they were pretty much telling me that they couldn't find anybody that was working at front desk or anything, because it was a holiday weekend. So I was like, you know what, you're right, there's no point to even try to find this costume anymore, I'm gonna just go home. So after that, I went on Amazon again to try to find a replacement for the costume that I originally just lost. So I went on to Amazon and got me a replacement. It's like one of those goofy looking ones that it's like a zipper over your head, and I pretty much made that work. And also I had a friend that I just said earlier who was supposed to do all of the weapons and everything for the cosplay. So let's just say I got the power axe, but it wasn't fully painted, but my friend had so many other different commissions to complete that he wasn't able to complete everything in time. So I got the power axe, I got the helmet, which is right here underneath this table right here. The helmet didn't fit my head, and little, maybe 2 pieces of the power axe fell off, but that wasn't a big deal. But the dragon shield I didn't get, because maybe he didn't have enough time to finish it. I don't know what was going on, but all I know is I had got the dragon shield the next year, which is now 2020, which is now I'm using it for my professional wrestling entrance for when I do the Power Ranger gimmick when I'm wrestling, and hopefully try to not make anyone confused. that is pretty much like the gimmick for me as far as like professional wrestling, with the Power Ranger Dragon Shield and like the tights and stuff. And because someone had mentioned that I saw in one of my wrestling videos that I was like a cosplay wrestler, which I would say I'm not a cosplay wrestler. It's just the Power Ranger thing is a gimmick for me. But me doing cosplaying is just me going to conventions, cosplaying as different characters. So I don't want to like mix it up and make people confused and thinking like I'm like the gimmick is being a cosplay wrestler. So yeah. But fast forwarding to next year, CosplaCon 2020. This is when I did 3 cosplays. So the 3 particular cosplays that I did this year were Ronin/Hawkeye from Marvel comic books, Count Dooku from Star Wars, and Haomaru from Samurai Showdown. And it was a particularly pretty good weekend, as well as Fight Pro was the same, event, or the actual event that was on the same weekend. So not only did I went to a convention, I also got to saw one of my closest friends, the director Christopher Andino. If many of you don't know him, go follow him on all of his social media platforms and watch him wrestle because he's damn good. But yeah, I went to Fight Pro, and also if you guys want to go to IWTV, if you have your Play Store on your phone, go to IWTV. Make sure you put this promo code if they're still using it, Fight with a 1. Do that, you get 5 days free trial. And watch the Fight Pro events, even watch Fight Island. But anyway, yeah, so it was a good weekend because I got to see my homie do his thing in the ring, and I got to saw a bunch of other matches. But I didn't watch the main event because we were supposedly supposed to leave because we have other things at the convention to attend to. So me and another friend had left because we thought we were all the group of my friends, we thought we were leaving to go back to the convention. But everyone else stayed, and me and my friend, we went back to the hotel because we were supposed to go to the 21 and up club. So CosplaCon has this 21 and up club that they have at their convention where everyone who is over 21 can go. And because usually they have a rave, but I'm not particularly into raves. Raves aren't my thing. So, I don't mind going to a rave. It's just the whole vibe and the music just doesn't cope with me, so I really don't go to raves like that. But we were supposed to go to the 21 and up, so we went back to the hotel, got changed, and we waited for everyone else that came from the Fight Pro event, so they all came back to their individual hotels that they were staying at, and we went back to the convention at the Gaylord. And we were on our way to the 21 and up, and suddenly we could not get upstairs for some particular reason. So the reason why we couldn't go upstairs to the 21 and over party is because someone had rented the building that was all the way on the top floor. And now we had to deal with being on the main floor at the Gaylord, where it's like you see the water fountain and it's like different places as far as where you get to eat or sit down and shop and stuff. And in this little section where there's like a whole gate here where people can just sit down and chill, that's where the 21 and up was over. So we had a little private section that we had all the way upstairs to going downstairs where it's an open section where now people can come in, but they had a limited of people that can come into the 21 and up. So eventually we were waiting in line to get into the event. But then we really thought about, like, do we really want to do this? It's all out in the open. It's not really much of a club scene. So we pretty much decided that we were going to go to another friend's, back to his hotel room. And we were going to chill out and eat and just call it a night from there. And with all of that going on that whole entire weekend, it still ended on a good note. I had an amazing time with friends. And what really more could you ask for? Spending more time with friends, dressing up, taking pictures and all of that and whatnot. Even though I got more pictures of myself by me taking photos of myself, but overall I had fun, and it's nothing really more what you can ask for. Now, I was supposed to go to BlurCon this year as well, but BlurCon, and amongst with other conventions that was supposed to be planned as well, got canceled in the process. and there won't be any more conventions until next year. But the funny thing about it is, MagFest 2021, that got canceled. But the first, to my knowledge, the first convention of next year will be, well, for me at least, will be Katsucon 2021. Now, I will be looking forward or looking into different costumes or different cosplays for that event. I don't know who I'm going to be doing yet, but I will be on the lookout just in case. I think I might have an idea who I want to do, but who knows. But other than that, I will be going to Katsucon 2021, and I will be going to BlurCon for the first time next year as well. Hopefully we can get back. By that time, we can get back into going back into conventions, because I miss it, man. I miss it. So with all that being said, guys, that was pretty much my experience to anime conventions, and cosplaying. And I won't stop anytime soon. It's pretty much fun for me, and I would recommend that you would go to your very first convention, anime convention, Comic-Con, whatever you want to go to that interests you. Go for your first time, because you won't regret it, and it's just an amazing experience. But overall, guys, thank you for watching this video. I want you to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future videos so you can see it first on your subscription wall on your phone or whatever that you use YouTube for. Go to the comment section down below. Give me feedback. Tell me what you like about this video. Tell me what I can work on in the future. Also, as well as if you have ideas or topics that you want me to talk about in next or future current videos, then do so. Go down there, type whatever you want me to do, and I'll pretty much do it. All the links will be in the description down below of like my social media platforms, also as well as Fight Pro and all of that jazz. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.